They gave me the honor of being the first one here. A couple things to deal with is please sign the guest book as you guys come in or go out. That'd be great. I know we all appreciate and had great memories of Tom. And my goal here is to get rid of this microphone very quickly and hand it to you. I've known Tom for 30, 60, 84 years, somebody, I'm sure. So, very briefly, my first dealings with the Laudon family in the early 1980s, at Kate's birthday party. I'm Kate's husband, and it was cold, Cheyenne, Wyoming, minus 30 degrees, and we decided to moon the party, and I dropped my trowel and put my 98.6 butt against very minus 30 degree glass, and it shattered my rear end. Unfortunately, Kate was there, and she pulled glass shards out of my butt. About 2 years later, I flew into Milwaukee Airport, and Florence Laudon picked me up at the airport, and she said, "Chris, you're that guy that put his butt through the window." So I knew I was welcomed in the family. And then my next experience was meeting Tom and the family, and there was a Packer game on a Sunday. And being a New York Jets fan, I really didn't care about the Packers at all. And I went there to the Packer game while everybody from Leslie to Carrie to Kate were all sitting there in this lounge, and they all were asleep in the middle of the game, with Tom and Sue, who were also asleep. And I was the only one who actually watched the Packer game, so it was quite a introductory experience. And what I really remember was the fact that Tom Laudon went out of his way and bought me a case of cheap Oshkosh beer. At $5 a case. So I knew I was really welcomed in the family with all that special beer. So, and then we went on from there, and I saw him in field camp. I married his daughter. Went on from there, brought him out to our ranch in Wyoming, and all I can say from my memories of Tom, which has been 29, 30 years, that he always treated me like I was really one of his kids, and I can think very, very fondly of Tom and everything else. I can only say is he really truly went in the house he wanted to pass away in, and he went well, and he's in a much better place. I'd like to toast Tom Laudon and to all of his friends who are here. So, thank you. Bob?
I'm really kind of afraid to say anything because my wife says I say the wrong thing. I'm Bob. I'm the third of the Laudon boys. I've known Tom for quite a while. I had the mumps when he fell through the ice on Lake Mendota, and didn't rescue him because I was running a fever. But anyway, you may find this hard to believe, but I consider Tom to be a mentor. I've not had many mentors in my life, although inadvertently there are a number of them, but Tom is really a mentor. He taught me everything I know about golf, for one thing, and now you know why I've given up golf 7 times. Out of golf. If you've ever watched Tom play golf, you don't ever want to imitate what he did. But I did for many years. I tried to do what he did, only reading over it, things like that. But Tom, I was privileged to go with Tom on one of his Tibet trips. And on one of the Tibet trips, one of my memories, fondest memories, I don't know whether it's the fondest memory, but Linda said I should tell the story. we had checked into the hotel in, I think the town was Shigatse, I've forgotten. And we went out to dinner and had dinner at a fairly nice restaurant in Shigatse, ate all kinds of things I have no idea what they were. And anyway, we came out of the restaurant late. We'd had some of their drink. I don't know, what is it? What are they drinking in Tibet? I don't remember what it was. Anyway, we were in Shigatse. We came out, and we're all walking back up the hill. The hotel was about a block away, and we had to walk uphill, and so we're starting, and it's just pitch black. There are no lights in Shigatse at night. It was about 11 o'clock at night, and we started to walk back up the hill, and Tom was having trouble walking, so he said, I think what I'll do, a rickshaw pulled up. So he said, I'll get in the rickshaw and meet you back at the hotel. Go to the Shigatse Hotel, and he takes off in this rickshaw going exactly 180 degrees from the direction he should have been, downhill. So that rickshaw was moving as they headed on out. And I get back to the hotel, and our guide has gone somewhere else. We don't know where, so we have no interpreter. I don't speak any Tibetan, and the people in the hotel didn't speak English. And I'm thinking, Tom is gone. What are we going to do? And I thought, well, maybe he knows something we don't know. Maybe he's headed off for, what does he call it, a wee dockandora or something like that he always has about bedtime. And anyway, we're back at the hotel. I was only about a block away, but anyway, he took this rickshaw the wrong direction. We go back, and 11:30, no Tom. 12 o'clock, no Tom. And I'm thinking, okay, what do I do here? I went up to the desk. They didn't speak any English. I thought, do I call the police? You know, what do I do? I had no idea what to do. And 1 o'clock comes around, still no Tom. And finally, about 1:30, up comes the rickshaw. Out comes Tom. He had gone to a different Shigatse hotel. He had just said Shigatse Hotel, and that was it. He was gone. So anyway, it was a very, very unpleasant situation to figure out what to do about Tom in the middle of the night, having disappeared in this absolutely very strange place. Yeah. I was also fortunate, I ran our geology summer field course in southwestern Utah for many years, and one year we had a grant to do our field camp in South Africa, and Tom joined us in South Africa. And it was really a pleasant thing to, this story was going somewhere, where was it? Anyway, he joined us in South Africa, and it was very pleasant having him there. And what was I going to say about South Africa?
You don't know.
I was going to say something. Anyway, he joined us in South Africa, came back to South Africa with Sue a couple of years later, and we had a wonderful time. There's a story that goes with South Africa. I must be getting old. Anyway, I really do consider Tom a mentor in a sense that whenever I have a difficult situation or I need to tell somebody something that they don't want to hear, I think, what would Tom say? And that's where I really think. And Tom has really helped me out because he's very straightforward. He tells you what he thinks all the way. And that's kind of what I've learned from Tom is particularly how to do that. He had a wonderful memory. And he's much better at telling stories than I am. He remembers things. He was one of a kind. I think that we've really lost somebody who was one of a kind. Very unusual individual. He was always up for the next adventure, wherever it might be. Even when he couldn't walk, he was ready to go. He was ready for the next float trip. He was ready to go to South Africa. And I really feel a sense of loss, and Tom particularly, the loss of the history that he had of our family and all of the stories and all of the things that he has done. So, very sorry to see him go, but it's the way it is. We're all getting there. So I will shut up.